The horse looks over at the guy and he's like, dude, she's had a pulse this whole time.
My next foe is, I don't know what I'm telling you. You suck at this. I think
That's
you're
a colossal shadow over across a misty lake.
Let's see.
As it soars through the sky to reach it is no easy task. I knew there was a bird Colossus.
Yep, the bird Colossus. Wait, we're on Colossus 5?
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
All right, guys.
Really, I mean, your girlfriend, I think she might be better off without you.
I mean, after all, she's in the afterlife, right? That means she's getting cake every day. One of my favorite lines from DBZ Abridged. Nobody cares if they have cake if they're in heaven, Krillin. That's why it's heaven. Okay. So, that away. So while we're making our way, and totally not because I'm snacking right now. Any cool anime that you're watching, Alex?
Yeah, I'm watching a few shows
Or
this
TV
season.
series. I really don't care. I need something in my system.
Okay, I just finished one from the previous season.
Okay.
That was, let's see, I'm watching a few that are still kind of holdovers. One I'm watching right now, well, one I just finished was called Hitori Bochi, which is just, you know, your cutesy slice of life show.
Okay.
That was fun. I liked it. It was funny. Had great comic bits. Another one I'm watching right now is The Helpful Fox Senko-san, which is about a demigod fox girl who gives some TLC to an overworked office worker, so.
Okay.
And, let's see, what else? I'm still following Demon Slayer, Kimetsu no Yaiba. And all I can say is, you know, it's okay.
Well, I mean, the last time we talked about it, you were pretty hyped about it, so it's dropped a couple of rungs.
Yeah, I mean, it's visually incredibly impressive, but there's just so much I have problems with in regards to the writing that it keeps that I honestly don't know. If not for the really spectacular animation and great music, I would just be like, whatever. I wouldn't keep going, but it's...
Are we supposed to do something with this?
I can't. I think you're supposed to, like, pray at it?
How do I pray?
No.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Yay! It apparently heals us.
Yeah. I mean, you'd probably get more enjoyment out of it than me. You're already inclined to like a lot of Shonen Jump shows. Me...
Oh, did it become shonen on you? Is that why you don't like it?
I mean, look, I knew full well going into it was a Shonen Jump from a Shonen Jump manga. But I wanted to give it the benefit of the doubt, but it's sort of like... It keeps finding ways to drive me crazy.
Okay.
Like... I'll give an example.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, give us an example, because a lot of people still ask, like, why don't you like shonen? Every anime fan likes shonen. That's not entirely true.
It's a lot like Rurouni Kenshin in the sense where it's like everybody has, not in the case of everybody, but our main character especially always kind of has to give the play-by-play of the action sequence, and it's like, I can see what you're doing. I don't need you to narrate for me what you're doing.
So what you're basically saying is, like, if you were watching an episode of Pokemon right now where they have those moments where the like Brock and Misty would be analyzing Ash's strategy, that's what pisses you off.
Yeah, and I'm fine with that for like a sports show. Like Pokemon's kind of a sports show, kind of. You know, it's tournament based. I'm fine with that in like tournament shows and sports shows because it's like, yeah, I want the play-by-play there because I want to understand how the game works. But this is a show where a kid has to go out and slay demons in the name of goodness and justice. And and
so you don't need in Kimetsu no Yaiba, you don't need that power analysis, is what you're saying.
Yeah, because it's
just a dude that's slashing.
Yeah. And because it's already so visually impressive, I feel like it's like you're really detracting from how incredibly great the animation is by having to tell me what is happening on screen.
And some Japanese man is off looking you in the distance and going, "I'm sorry, we wanted to reduce the budget."
Even though this is clearly made on a huge budget.
Okay, if it was made on a huge budget, then yeah, you got a legitimate argument.
Yeah,
there,
I mean, this is a studio that people jokingly call the studio Unlimited Budget Works.
Sentai Filmworks?
No, it's not Sentai Filmworks. Sentai is the dubbing studio and localization here. They're the ones who emerged from the ashes of ADV films. The studio is called UFO Table, and they make a lot of. Recently, they've been doing a lot of like the Fate series. I don't know if you're familiar with the Fate.
Yeah, I've been getting recommended that.
Yeah, they've been doing a lot of stuff in the Fate franchise of late, and people love it there because their animation's gorgeous. And they did the Garden of Sinners films. Never seen them. They look good.
But let me clarify something really quick because somebody will probably ask. Like, the analysis is what you have a problem with, not necessarily if they want to tell backstory or something like that, right?
And it's like...
So, like, if you went into, like, a distant memory of Kenshin's past kind of thing, you wouldn't care about that.
No, because I'm good with character building and, like, going into histories and backstories.
Because sometimes a lot of people kind of they generalize analysis, but they're also talking about like the character moments, and then I have to look them in the eye and go, no, that's actually kind of good stuff. Like, I remember seeing somebody online actually getting pissed off that when Naruto Shippuden they finally decided to do a reveal of who is Naruto's mom and who's Naruto's dad.
Yeah, that's fine.
And this guy was like poo-pooing on it, just like, we didn't need to know this stuff. Well, we didn't. Yeah, you're right. We didn't need to know that, but it adds just an extra layer of flavor to the character if you know that.
Yeah, and in the case of Kimetsu,
like, I have no problem admitting the episode where Naruto gets to meet his mom, I cry every time.
Aw, that's sweet.
Every time.
Yeah. Yeah, in the case of Kimetsu, it's not so much that we're getting character backstory a lot, even though there's definitely some hintings that the main character's father himself was a demon slayer, that that the big bad of the series knew who his father was. It's only been hinted at. We haven't gotten confirmation as of yet, but it's just more like, oh, I gotta, like, he's deflecting my shots. I'm just being very generalized. I don't remember every single line of dialogue, but. He's deflecting my shots, or like my ribs are still injured from my last fight. It's stuff like that. I'm like, yeah, we know you're still kind of injured.
Yeah, we don't. I actually kind of that kind of bugs me when you have to re-emphasize like what happened in the last episode, because in some cases, like in my case, like I'm binge watching them, so I know what's going on. But yeah, that gets annoying.
Yeah,
after a while.
And what first kind of started turning me off away from the story was. So, I think I've told you before kind of the basic premise is his whole family is slaughtered by demons except for his sister, his younger sister.
Because of course they are.
His younger sister survives, but she's turned into half a demon as a result. And now his journey, of course, is to hopefully cure her. Well,
that's like Sango's story in Inuyasha.
Yeah.
Well, instead it's Sango's the older sibling, and then it's the younger brother who's corrupted by Naraku. And so she's, like, her quest in the whole series is, holy crap, that's a lot of fur. Her whole purpose in the series is to get her brother back.
Oh, nice.
Except her brother's dead.
Oh.
And so it's just like, okay. Like, there's literally only, like, there's this tiny little shard of the Shikon jewel that's keeping him alive. If you remove that from him, he's dead.
Mm-hmm.
And so she's, like, got this weird... I don't want to say obsession, but she really wants to save him because he's actually the one that's responsible for the death of her demon slaying clan.
Oh, I see.
But he was possessed.
Okay.
So it was like, okay, he's not responsible.
Right.
But anyway, go on.
Okay, so I'm jumping forward a bit. For a few episodes, Nezuko, that's the sister's name, she's in a deep sleep because she doesn't want to. For whatever reason,
she does. Leap of faith? Yeah. Okay, I'm good.
For whatever reason, she doesn't want to prey on human flesh like demons do, and I liked that. I appreciated that and what really emphasized it for me was after our main character comes back from a very rigorous kind of examination to become a certified demon hunter, she wakes up finally.
Okay.
And it's this great moment because they were staying with this old man that they found, and he kind of became his mentor and took kindness upon him. And yeah, so she wakes up finally after being asleep for so long. And well, first of all, it's funny because she kicks down the door, and it's like just kicks down the door. It's really cute. And then she sees her brother walking, kind of limping down the road in the distance, and she runs and embraces him.
Okay.
Because he'd been away for so long, and she was so relieved that he came back alive to her. And I thought, oh, that's so sweet. And I'm like, oh, that's great, because she might be part demon, but she still has humanity in her. Then the next episode kind of undoes that, because... And
then she killed him.
No, she didn't kill him.
Come on, it's anime. That's happened.
Not in this one. Because it's revealed, and what drives me more nuts is how it's revealed. But it's revealed through flashback that the old man put her under hypnosis so that rather than feast on human flesh, that she just sees everybody as her family. So she doesn't attack. And
okay.
I'd probably be okay with it. I still don't like it that much, but I would have been okay with it if that was something that was done out the gate instead of revealed as a afterthought flashback.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Like,
it just feels like such an asshole to me.
Like there are moments where that really works. In fact, I'll give actually a really good example of one that I think that kind of situation would work, and you can tell me whether or not you agree with it. Are you familiar with the Injustice games?
No.
Okay, so NetherRealm Studios, who does Mortal Kombat now,
yeah,
they also got the rights to do games based off the DC character licenses.
Right.
And with that, they decided to do a fighting game.
There you go.
Ooh, wow! I only guessed.
Yeah.
That could have ended horribly for me. I'm just gonna go ahead and point that out, people. It still could end horribly for me.
I think you'll be okay if you drop. I mean, don't drop if you don't have to, but if you do fall off, it won't.
I'm just trying to switch my sword, so.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Whoa.
I got it. Gotta find where we're supposed to go.
I think it was on the wing. On the...
Okay.
Not the other way. Other way.
Okay.
Because I think I saw a glowy spot on the wing.
Cool. We'll go that way. But no, the example that I was going to give you is, so they decided to do like this entire backstory to Injustice.
Mm-hmm.
And the story basically is that they wanted to do a story that's been done in comics before, which is basically an evil Justice League. And their justification for this is that just in a normal day saving the world, Superman is somehow tricked by red kryptonite to see Lois Lane, who is now pregnant with his child.
Right.
To see Lois Lane as not Darkseid. Oh crap! The thing that was in
Steppenwolf.
No, the thing that was in Batman v Superman. Crap. Doom something. Oh, this is gonna drive me nuts. But anyway, the thing that Lex Luthor makes in the movie.
Okay.
So he sees.
Doomsday?
Yeah, Doomsday. So
Okay.
he's literally meant to see Lois Lane as Doomsday. Okay, let's see if I can. Whoa! 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 Oops.
That would actually normally kill a man, but we are Wanderer.
Exactly.
And we are badass.
All right, well, now we gotta go make... I'm still worried that there's something under the water.
No, there's nothing under the water. There's no sea monster Colossus or anything. You just gotta...
I'm still worried about it. But anyway, so he's rigged to see her that way, and since it's Doomsday, he sends Doomsday up into space.
Uh-huh.
So it's Lois Lane going up into space without a spacesuit.
Uh-oh.
So she dies, and like I said, Lois is pregnant with Clark's child.
Mm-hmm.
And then we find out that this whole scheme was planned out by the Joker. And in a murderous rage, Superman goes to Gotham because Batman has tracked down the Joker and learned what happened.
Yeah.
He goes into the interrogation room that Joker's in, and he just murders him. He just kills him.
Uh-huh. Right
off the bat. And this basically starts a series of events that basically Clark says, you know what, we can't trust anybody now to save the world right. We will do it the way that it must be done.
Mm-hmm.
Which is just basically to capture criminals and basically lobotomize them.
Yeah.
Like rehabilitate them is the justification they have for it. But that's kind of the same premise that they have here. Is like it's a hypnotic suggestion that he sees Lois as Doomsday.
Yeah.
And in my opinion, that was actually done really, really well, given it's a dark Superman story, which I don't tend to flock to.
Right.
Okay, well, that apparently worked, because he reacted. Come and get me, buddy. Come and get me.
He's like, oh no, I'm not falling for that again.
Oh, you totally are. Come and get me a
little Alright, bitch. I am pretty hungry.
Okay. Jiminy Christmas. I don't even know what direction I'm going. There we go. Okay, I'm officially on the wing. Oh, the camera is your enemy in this game. Oh, no! Ah! Oh, this is frustrating. This is gonna be the frustrating Titan, Colossi, isn't it?
Probably.
So anyway, since we diverted so horribly on that, that's basically your issue with it. Is like they found a weird way to have her kill her family.
She didn't kill the family.
Okay.
It's the series Big Bad who killed the family. It's just, it bothers me more because again, like I said, when she hugged her brother, I thought, okay, she might be demonic, but she still has humanity. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, but then it's just like, no, she's under hypnosis. And again, it's just the way it's presented that bugs me more, because it feels like an afterthought because it's told in flashback instead of, like, I probably, again, would have been forgiving of it if it happened, like, the moment they arrived at the old man and his mentor. If he just, like, I'll put her under hypnosis, it's like, okay, it makes sense. So she doesn't go rabid and want to kill everybody.
So you're saying, like, this might just be an instance of shoddy writing.
Yeah, and it's not even, and that's not the only part. I mean, as of the last several episodes, we were introduced to one of the other guys who passed the Demon Hunter certification challenge, and he's obnoxious as can be. Even though he's I don't know why he's like the favorite of so many people, but I think he's really annoying because he's like the
dark brooding type.
No, he's sniveling coward who is stupidly.
That's new.
Sniveling he's comic relief sidekick sniveling coward who's stupidly lucky. And the only reason he's stupidly lucky is because, well...
Oh yeah, those kinds of characters drive me nuts.
If his special ability is essentially like, oh, he can kill in his sleep, basically. Like, if he's passed out or asleep or knocked out, then bam, he can, like, kill a demon. But it's just like, I think you have to draw your sword. If you can, anyway.
I had the sword out.
Okay, just wasn't sure.
Maybe it's not on the wing, maybe it's on the tail. That happens, right? Like this thing, like its tail can light up.
Yeah.
Oh.
Can you stand for even a second?
Not sure.
Yeah, you can. Until we lose again, anyway.
Yeah. I'm being very careful about it. As
It
you
doesn't
can
look
see.
like it's on the tail.
No, I saw an emblem on the tail.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I guess it is there.
Like at the very end. So that'd throw a lot of people off.